Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies caused what $380 million in 24-hour liquidations. Um, we went on a journey here today, but we essentially found something extremely interesting. And you get all the code for this, but this is all the inflow and outflow from the ETFs selling Bitcoin. Long story short, we knew a month ago that MicroStrategies was going to start selling Bitcoin. They sold 32. So that's when the news was priced in. But you can see here, this is actually our first tick up of positive inflows from the ETFs, and they're much bigger than Micro Saylor. So this is a journey, and I think it's very interesting research, as we need to know who's the biggest buyer, who's the biggest seller. This tool is pretty cool because it also estimates the ETF's actual buy amounts, 3,374 BTC bought. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this to the GitHub. So I'll add it to the GitHub, but that's obviously for members only. If you do come to the Zoom tomorrow, you do get the roadmap, moondav.com/roadmap. And I'll just go ahead and put it here in the code from videos section. I'll go ahead and call it the ETF flow tracker. ETF flow tracker. And just like I have, polymarket bots, 5-minute bots, machine learning stuff, just all types of code from videos, I'll post it here in the roadmap. And yeah, lock in here because I do show you how it's all built. And I think more importantly, understanding what it means that Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies is a continuous seller. And does that mean the price is going to go down? Not necessarily, but you'll see the whole evolution if you lock in. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies essentially getting liquidated. I've been telling my friends this for a couple of years, that he will get liquidated, and they have the same response every single time. Like, no, the way it's financially set up, he can't get liquidated. Okay, so maybe if you really dive into the technicalities, it's not going to be a liquidation like on Hyperliquid or Binance, yada, yada. But this is him getting liquidated. He has obligations to pay, so he's selling the Bitcoin. Just like when you're getting liquidated on the exchange, you have to sell your position, close your position to pay back the debt. Okay, it's just happening in a longer time frame, and they're just hoping that BTC will go up. Price goes up, okay, they say sales solves everything, right? So if that price goes up, he's good. But if the price doesn't go up, he's going to have to keep selling. To cover the whatever. So there's been like 300 million liquidated here today. Let's see, $298 million liquidated. You can see that I have some tabs open here. This was just last week, July 5th, actually. So yesterday, he posted Bitcoin is digital energy with a chart of all his buys. And then today announces this. MicroStrategy sold just enough BTC to pay for all the dividends of the past month and quarter. Strategy has sold 3,588 BTC for $216 million to fund dividends on our digital credit securities. So while this isn't a Binance saying, hey, your position is closed, you were emotionally buying this Bitcoin for so many years at the tops instead of the bottoms. You didn't even try to use a trading bot or an algorithm to buy the demand zones at the minimum or big liquidations. You could have just done that. But you emotionally purchased this Bitcoin for the last few years, and you've tried to save yourself here with all your different financial engineering that is way ahead of me and way ahead of the rest of retail. We can dive into the details. Sure, let's do that. So MicroStrategy just sold another 3,588 Bitcoin. My thesis has always been that 5%, or what he's striving towards of owning Bitcoin, it's not going to work. It's not good for a market. So he's eventually going to get liquidated. Everybody always told me there's no way for him to get liquidated because of the way the debt is structured. And while technically, sure, it might not be like a Binance liquidation, Hyperliquid liquidation, where he loses all immediately, he's showing that he he has to liquidate, sell part of his Bitcoin to cover his debt. So it's just going to be a slow liquidation. Now, it might not happen. Might not happen. If Bitcoin goes up, then he might be able to make it. So that's what they're hoping for. But in the meantime, he's got a lot of BTC to sell. So he went from a known buyer to a known seller. If price goes up, okay, he's not a known seller anymore. He doesn't have to sell as much. But he's put himself in such a financial engineered position here that he is being slowly liquidated. I want you to go